Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're all doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well, and hope you're having a fantastic and a smashing Tuesday, or as good a Tuesday as you can have after last night's shower of elephant shit from the Spurs, because that's what it was. It was another pathetic display where, such a comfortable position. They're down to 10 men, we're 1-0 up, and before we went 1-0 up, we had all of the ball, we were pressing high, score a goal, and for no reason, with them being down to 10 men, we bring, Everton onto us, we sit back, 10 men behind the ball, encourage the Goodison crowd. Michael Keane scores a screamer because of the adrenaline he gets in his body from us spurring them on to get a goal. But look, it was frustrating last night. It was really, really frustrating, and yet again, another huge opportunity missed. Okay, we're fourth right now, but look at the teams around us. Brighton have 3 games in hand over us and playoffs on the weekend. They beat us on the weekend and win those 3 games in hand, 5 points clear. Liverpool played tonight. They play their game in hand. They could catch right up to us. Man United and Newcastle both have 2 games in hand. They could be 6 points clear of us if they win both of those games. So when you're looking at the table, you're going, okay, 4th place at the minute, it's not that bad. But when you're looking at the games in hand, and looking at when those games in hand are probably played, we're not in a great position. If all those teams play their games in hand, we'll most likely currently be about 5th or 6th. So, look, I think we're lucky to be 4th, but it was a huge opportunity missed to pile some pressure on United as well, and to go 3rd for the first time in a long time this season. But, yet again, Tottenham can't step up to the pressure, and Conte, in what he was saying, whether you liked it or not, or like the timing of what he said, was right. He was right about these players being cowardly. But look, I want to talk about an incident particularly last night, and I want to give my thoughts and opinions on it. Because there's been a lot of thoughts and opinions, different people, different opinions. But last night, Harry Kane got Doucore'S sent off. Doucoure looked like some sort of claw over Harry Kane's face. I'm not having from anyone, it was a tiny little slap. Grabbed Harry Kane like that. Harry Kane goes down theatrically. My thoughts and opinions on it. I love Harry Kane as a player. Genuinely, I do. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's unreal. I think he's disrespected a lot, in my opinion, for the diving thing, which I don't see it a lot. I genuinely don't see it a lot when I see loads of other players doing it more than he does. But I can't stick up for the guy last night. I think last night, what he did, and to go down like that, was embarrassing. I know why he did it. Because with the modern rules, if he goes down, he wants to ensure that Doucoure gets sent off. But it's contact with the face anyway. It's blatant contact with the face. It's a claw to the face. VAR would have checked that anyway and sent him off. And you're telling me that contact with your face, when it's not a punch in the face, is sending you down theatrically. It's this sort of thing that gives a bad rep to football for outsiders looking in. And even football fans, And I can't come on in now as much as I'd love to and stick up for Harry Kane because he's one of our own. Genuinely, I'd love to. But I blast and destroy players like Bruno Fernandes when they do this, because I watch them and they're so irritating. They are unbelievably irritating. I can completely understand from everyone who isn't a Spurs fan last night, and especially Everton fans, why that's so frustrating to see a player react like that. It still would have been a red card. Harry. You don't need to go down, like you're performing in the theatre and like you've been shot in the face in World War II. He's going to get sent off because of a claw in the face, and I know why he did it, as I say, but it's an issue with modern day football, man. It is an issue with modern day football. Diving and this sort of thing is separate, in my opinion. Diving, it's been picked up on more recently by referees, and I respect that. I've seen a lot of games, recently, especially in this season, where players have gone down in the penalty box and they've been booked for diving. But this sort of thing, I almost class it differently to diving. It's theatrical for no reason. Harry Kane. I mean, I can't state enough. I love the player. I think he's phenomenal. I think he bleeds lily white, and as a Tottenham player, he's unbelievable. But you can't stick up for him last night. He still would have been sent off if Harry Kane didn't go down. We still would have scored that penalty. Everything would have been the same if he didn't go down. Yet all he's really done there, Harry Kane, is embarrass himself a little bit. He has embarrassed himself a little bit. Look, those are my thoughts and opinions on it. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Do you think Harry Kane was right to go down like that? Or do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me that it was a little bit put on and there's no need to do that? Look, I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. But last night, it's just it's unbelievably frustrating watching Spurs right now. It really is. I mean, first 20 minutes, genuinely, in my opinion, was some of the best football I've seen us play in quite a while. I was about to say all season, but genuinely in quite a while. I thought we started the game really positively. Harry Kane had a shot that was cleared off the line by Tarkowski. Perisic put in two unbelievable crosses. Unbelievable crosses. We should have been 2 or 3-0 up at half time. Yet the second half, the decrease in quality from all players. Perisic went from putting in grade A quality crosses to grade, F quality crosses. They were horrendous. Absolutely horrendous crosses from Perisic in the second half. When you look at those two in the first half, Kane should have probably put that header away. If Tarkowski wasn't there on the line, we could have been leading 2 or 3-0 at half time, but we weren't. And we just came out in the second half so much slower. So much slower. Then the incident with Harry Kane happened, obviously. Got the penalty, and that 5 minutes after Doucore'S was sent off, we looked like we did in the first half again. Pressing high, passing the ball around well, scored the penalty. And that's why I'm not going to come on here and go the whole game was pathetic, because it wasn't. We had some really, really good spells. I thought the first half we were quite good, and that 10 minutes, or 5 to 10 minutes after Doucore'S was sent off, I thought we looked good. But for some reason, when we scored the penalty, when I thought as a fan, yes, okay, kick on now, finish the game, we didn't. We sat back with them being down to 10 men, which is genuinely the most unlogical and stupid thing you can do at a ground like Goodison. Their fans get up for it, and that gave I forget his name, Michael Keane, the adrenaline and spirit and confidence to shoot that shot. And look, it was a great goal, but would have he had that confidence if we let them onto us so much for the last 20 minutes? No. So I'm not having that, it's a great goal, we can't do anything about that, unlucky, because it wasn't unlucky. That wouldn't have happened if we didn't let them onto us. Just keep the ball, man. They're down to 10 then. But look, it was unbelievably frustrating, and yet another opportunity missed. Now we head into Saturday's game against Brighton, which is huge. It's a top 4 match. It is a top 4 match. Both teams going for top 4. People go, look at Brighton, they're 6th in the league. They got 3 games in hand. They win those 3 games in hand. Brighton go 4th, I believe. Genuinely. So Brighton are in this top 4 race for sure. Out of Brighton, Brentford and Fulham, they were the ones who stood out to me. And those are the ones who really can contend to get Champions League football. So Saturday's game is huge. Do I think we'll win? Look, I know it's not away, but no, I don't think these players have the confidence. I thought last night we were going to see how they reacted to those Conte comments, whether it would spur them on to really prove him wrong, or whether they just act like cowards and prove Conte right. And that's what they did. They proved Conte right, and the words affected them in the wrong way, which shows how bad their mentality is. Shows how bad and weak their mentality is. And that's not for every player. Kane doesn't have that. Despite his diving, he doesn't. Son at times doesn't have that. Kulusevski doesn't have that. That's about it. It's genuinely about it. Romero's reckless. Looks like he doesn't really care. The rest of the players, it's just poor. And honestly, on Saturday, I think we could lose 2 or 3-0. I genuinely do. Look at the way Brighton are playing. Look at the way they're scoring goals. Free-flowing, fast, quick attacking football. They're going to smell blood against us. And, players like Mitoma flying right now, Solly March even, McAllister. I expect we'll lose that game. I do expect we'll lose that game. And you're looking at the run now, and you're looking at the result and the performance last night. I'm not looking forward to the end of this season. You've got Brighton at home, right? Very tough game. Then Bournemouth at home, people go, easy win. No, Bournemouth are stepping it up, man. Bournemouth just beat Fulham 2-1 in a really, really good win. Beat Liverpool before the break. They're like all the teams at the bottom. They're fighting for their lives. That 12th to 20th, every team is fighting for their lives. But Bournemouth are decent, man. They've been playing some good stuff, and they pushed Arsenal right to the wire. So that's not an easy game by any means necessary. Then we head into a really, really tough run of games. I believe after that we've got, I think it's Newcastle away and then Man United at home. Two huge games. Genuinely, do I think we'll finish above those 2 for top 4? No. No, I don't. I think Newcastle are 2, and I think United will step it up. So those 2 games are huge. Those 2 games are absolutely huge. We'll see what happens there. Liverpool away, we've still got to play. Villa away, we've still got to play, who are on a really, really good run of form. Leeds away, last game of the season, keeping in mind they'll be fighting for their lives in that game. It could be, you know, a game that depends everything on it. So, look, it's real tough run of fixtures, and we had a run of fixtures, man. We did. Southampton, you know, we had Southampton, we had Wolves, and we had Nottingham Forest. 3 games in a row. We took 3 points out of a possible 9 in those games. If you're going to get in the Champions League, you know, and whether it matters to me or you, if you're going to get in those Champions League places, those are the games you need to win. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't win. You know, win those 2 games, 6 points last night, 9 points. We're cruising in the top 4 positions, but we lost to Wolves pathetically. Drew to Southampton. Sorry, 4 points out of 9, not 3. And now we're heading into a really tough run of fixtures with either teams that are contending for Europe or teams that are in a relegation scrap. So look, it's gonna be a tough end to the season, but we'll see what happens. That's the only thing we can do as fans. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. Comment down your thoughts on my thoughts and opinions on the Harry Kane situation. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. And as always, come on you Spurs. Enoch and Levy out.